What a beat though.
Hater.
We are mirroring each other.
Are we rolling?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Sorry.
Dance, dance, move, move, dance, dance, move, move.
I mean,
Her joy is priceless. Being her on this priceless. When life
is
Is that a lesbian love anthem?
I don't know what that is.
Love to see it.
It reeks of,
Shit.
maybe like hot, or like rich guy has hot wife, and she's like, I want to be single now, and he's like, anything for you, bastard. And then you get in the studio, and she's like, dance, and it's just layering over the top of it. It's crazy.
Yeah.
That's a crazy thing to do in my head. And since we're starting off the podcast, what episode is this? 110?
108.
108.
109.
109.
Hey, where are we? Where am I? What am I doing? Where am I? Have you seen this thing on the internet there? It's on the internet. The level of, keep your attention has gone to the level of someone will voice over their reel and the sounds overlap.
Oh.
Like,
What do you mean, like?
I'll be like, right, am I gonna have to show you something here? They'll be like, hold on, just to check if it's on this one. People will be like, did these girls do it? Hold on.
I spent $50 at the Ireland gas station.
No, that's not it. That's not it.
Man, nobody has a more cooked algo.
Cooked algo, name of the pot.
Cooked algo.
But literally, I seen this one. They're like, okay, so today I went to thing and and then I got it, and it just like the sounds. There's no break, and then it's
They don't give time in between sentences,
less than that.
so it's endless.
The new sentence starts halfway into the previous one.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Yeah.
is that how people are growing up now? They're just like, like I know where it's going.
Oh, it's got to be bing, 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 or otherwise you're like, what the fuck am I doing?
This isn't even bang bang bang. This is bang 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 over the top of each other.
My favorite is like the videos, and then it'll show the video, and then to make sure you keep your attention, it's like a game at the bottom.
But that's what I mean. Like, see when people are like, people getting pulled. Use your phone in the car, immediate 3 points or something. Mm-hmm. You should go like, what age is the person? Because if they're 21, they can probably do it.
Yeah.
They can probably be on their phone and drive.
Yeah. Oh, they're fucked.
They're like good at doing fucking 12 things at once.
Yeah.
But I don't understand those videos where it's like, an epic speech from Andrew Tate and a guy cleaning a carpet.
Man, it's
One eye up, one eye down, like a fucking chameleon. What I would watch is just any video with just porn playing beneath it. I heard Action Bronson say it one time. He's like, I just put porn on when I'm working out. And I was like, I get that.
Porn on mute is fascinating to look at.
Yeah, especially if it's a wee bit vintage and it's a slight bit of cinematic to it.
Did I tell you at oversharing time? But I was watching a bit of the porn there the other night, and popped up an aisle joy, an aisle jerk off instructional. But the doll sneezed halfway through it, and I pushed myself laughing, and I couldn't get my root back.
You could, I bet you could though.
Root back.
Couldn't get my root back. Was the sneeze part of it?
Yeah, it was like, it's showing, it's just very realistic and all, and like, sometimes people have to dirty talk during a sneeze,
Would it turn you on if she was doing a jerk off instruction and she just had to do like tasks, like postman came.
Yeah.
Yeah, keep stroking
2
that.
seconds there.
Keep stroking that dick. Oh, hold on. Toast pops in the background.
Checking the meter.
Yeah. It's round the back. Keep pulling that dick at yourself. Jerk off instruction. You can't say that in our accent.
No.
Wire pull.
Wire pull tutorial.
Wire pull directions.
Obsessed with them WPTs.
Wank directions. Yeah. I get all offended. I'm like, what do you know about pull my wire? I've been at it fucking this years. I'm class at it. Instructions, you fucking mental. Show me your emails.
I think that is just whenever you are bored of porn, you watch something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, like, what are you watching it for? Just the
It just popped up on the homepage, and I was just like, sure, here.
sure, here, mix it up.
I had a bit of time to myself, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck it. Pray it on.
Treat yourself.
It is, the joys are a treat, for sure, And they're also way too long. I don't know who the fuck.
That's what I mean, yeah.
I don't know who's pulling their wire for 20 minutes, but God bless you.
Like people always slagged off storylines in porn because they're like, we all know how this ends, Same as that.
Yeah.
You're like, get to the fucking 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah.
Splat.
That's a jerk off instructional.
Yeah, I should not do wank off instructions. 5, 4, 3, 2, get over it. Crack it. We're doing 3 of these in a row.
You things to do.
First one's admin. Knock that out. Treat yourself in the second one.
First one is admin.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Just clear the pipes.
Yeah, the admin boss.
It's like pouring a pint of Guinness.
Yeah.
First one's just... You clean the lines a bit. How busy is this line? Busy enough.
Kegs rotten.
Oh, first one, you're like, that was lying in the line for quite some time.
Split the banjo. Oh, jeez.
Some people have.
Split the banjo?
Yeah.
Fucking one of my big...
I always wonder about it. Always like, what sort of fucking... I spat you there, sorry.
No, you're all good. Kind of like...
Dirty bitch. You know how vigorously you going at it when you snap the cock off yourself?
Ah, Jesus
You
Christ.
know, I always wonder about those injuries.
Well, it's not an irrational fear because it is something that could happen. But like, Jesus, if you rip the banjo, I don't know. It's came for a lot of men, I know.
It has, and I would not be looking medical sort of intervention.
Such an embarrassment to go to the doctor.
Whatever way it broke is the way it would heal.
What is the actual medical term? Like, because you can't ring up the GP and say, and they go, "What's wrong with you?" And you're like, "I've ripped my banjo." You'd have
Right
to say,
enough.
like,
Right,
I broke
right.
my penis.
Enough. Yeah. Teresa and the fucking doctors. And what would you like to see a doctor about? I've bust my banjo string. What? I've torn my banjo string. You're what? You know the small bit at the back of your cock that holds it all together?
Is it not called the frenulum?
Of course it is. I know that.
That's even worse.
Frenulum.
Sorry, Teresa. Have you anything going on today for the frenulum as torn? I repeat, 10-4, torn frenulum.
I've pulled the frenulum off my glands. And I'm raging.
Banjo string is probably less embarrassing, is it?
Yeah.
Frenulum is like, I don't like it.
Me and Mickey were always joking about having a sketch where the doctor just used regular terms.
Yeah.
You know, you've got stage 4 cancer of the shitter. Sorry about that.
Get that recorded. That's hilarious.
Unfortunately, we're going to have to cut one of your norks off. Just fucking bringing the tone down big stuff. Oh, gee. What flavour's that Red Bull there? While we're at it.
Iced vanilla berry. Which all nice by themselves, but together.
Can I smell? I don't want to drink it. I wouldn't do that to you. I just want to smell it.
I wouldn't do it to you.
Vape?
Yeah, it basically is.
Just straight up vape?
Yeah, it's like liquid Lost Mary.
I'm on the extra strong Zins today, since you're asking.
What's your review? What's your thoughts?
They're not that strong.
No.
Not that strong.
They're not. Isn't it weird how the vapes are like crack pipes compared to here?
Yeah.
And yet the pouches are so weak in comparison?
Yeah.
What's that about?
Although that Velo brand, I bought a
Way too much.
six dots they have.
Yeah.
6 red dots on it
Yeah.
when I was in Liverpool. They're still in a cupboard in my house.
Way too much.
I only attempted about 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then it was, like fucking the rim was closing in on me and everything.
They're great if you need to extract your gums as quick as possible.
Yeah.
Burn the gums clean off you.
For any reason you want rid of all your gums.
Yeah.
That's the way to do it.
When you do the pouches too much though, it is disgusting. It is bad.
Yeah. And they do creep up on you. You will feel nauseous.
Yeah.
Nauseous.
Yeah.
At a certain point.
Lovely for a flight though.
Oh, lifesaver on a flight.
Lovely for a flight.
And then you can they'll keep you going in between toilet vapes.
Yeah. Don't get caught yet. Catch me if you can.
The fucking Misty Bandit over here. The Misty Sky Bandit.
I do kind of like, I am waiting to get caught. It'll be so embarrassing. And it'll be like, what is it, like a $2,000 fine or something? If you get caught vaping.
Is it?
Yeah. You get caught vaping on a plane, like that's serious. It's treacherous.
Yeah. It wouldn't be it'd be more if they were gonna like actually arrest you or something.
Yeah.
You know.
Be a funny reason to get deported from America.
What if you vaped on there and then you're like, there's a guy beside me just blasting ass the whole time.
Oh yeah.
What's worse?
Way
What's
more
worse?
dangerous.
What's worse?
Me having a harmless vape to myself
Yeah.
in the toilet.
Or this guy fucking shitting into your seats every 2 minutes?
You do feel like it's the closest I've felt to being like an actual crackhead, like.
Yeah.
Because you're in there and you have your own wee routine for not getting caught.
Yeah.
You know, I'll take a big old blow and I'll flush the toilet and then I'll exhale on the flush, you know, and then I'll take another drag and I'll turn the tap on.
Yeah.
Then I'll let that run for a second. And I'll take one more drag for open the door.
And just come out of there like stars in their eyes. Tonight, Matthew, I'm going to be zinged on nicotine.
Then I sit down and watch Home Alone 2 and go to sleep.
Hopefully there's no one like actually listens to this podcast. And, you know, they see you on a flight.
There is a guy from Aer Lingus who listens to this podcast. Shout out to you.
Yeah, he'd be keeping an eye on you from now on.
Nah, you'll never catch me.
You'll never catch me.
I'm too slick, what?
Even on the plane, just,
nice what?
just doing loops around the plane. Can't even fucking yap me.
But some people have no shame, like, you know what I mean? Like, you'd be on a bus or something and, like, people are being way too obvious about it, blowing it around, there's kids and all. Listen, if you're going to have a vape on a bus, you know what I mean? Fucking blow it into a jacket or something, or make sure it's a real deep... There's an etiquette to it, you know? Mm-hmm. You can't just be free range fucking blowing smoke around the bus.
At least you're trying.
I'm trying.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a member of society.
Yeah. There are some people just hoof it because it's muscle memory and they forget where they are. And they have to be like, you can't vape on here. And they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I just do it.
Well, like New York, no bar will tell you off for vaping.
No?
Very few.
Yeah. I think there should still be smoking bars.
It'd be lovely.
You know, if that's the... Or even a certain time.
There is, though. A lock-in.
I lock in, but I think there should be bars where they're like, right, we close at 12, say. You can smoke from 11 to 12.
We have a lock-in night in New York.
Probably.
Aye. Smoking bangs indoors now.
Oh, I would start smoking again for that.
Ah, it's the best.
It's
the only time I have a bang now.
I was painting the gates yesterday and I was like, the only thing that would improve this is me just smoking rollies outside here.
Yeah.
I'll paint the fingers now. You've never seen fucking nosiness like it. Then country, like you get a bit of something done to your house in the country. Mm-hmm. There's boys in there putting pickups over the hedge trying to get at it.
Oh, why?
I swear to God.
That's their Coachella.
There, like literally 6 miles an hour past the house. Like, what the fuck? What's he at? Yeah. Where do you get the money at? What are you doing there? Car nigger's in the back of him. Yeah. We had a joiner. He's done loads of stuff for us, and he was at the thing, bro. A car stopped and chatted to him every 15 minutes, and he was there from 8 in the morning to 6 in the evening. Mm-hmm. Every car stopping chatting to this guy.
Yeah. I mean, my ma's the same. Like, we won't talk to the workers, but we'll peek through the curtains. A neighborhood watch Rebecca. Yeah.
But they, see, just because we're on the road, like everybody just fucking swerving, like.
Yeah. Well, it's a big event, you know, in the hamlet.
I made eye contact with everybody that drove past when I was doing that painting.
Yeah.
Like if I was driving along, I'd be like, oh, that fella's doing a bit of work. You know, he's painting his fence or whatever. I'll just sail on past. Every car went past, full eye contact.
What was your painting the gate fit? What were you wearing?
What?
Like, what were you wearing when you were painting the gate?
I mean, just Speedos and boots, but like, what's wrong? Just shorts and a fucking old sweatshirt.
Nice.
And a hat. Nice. I mean, it was a pretty drip fit to be painting. I was
gonna say, like, fucking roll back a wee bit. No wonder they're stopping. I think fucking P. Diddy's painting the gate.
I don't know about that. No, that was just fucking whatever. Just regular outfit. I should have worn gloves for sure.
Is it nice? Painting.
I love painting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd say it would be.
It's brainless, like. Just turn the brain off. You know? Listen to Joe Rogan.
I'm waiting for another piece of IKEA furniture to get at it.
Yeah. You should offer that service in New York.
I would do no bother. I love it.
There are gangs of people that are like, you know, if you got IKEA stuff, we'll build it.
And I thought I would hate it. And then when I did my first one, I was like, oh, this is like... I get very few times in life I get into a flow state. IKEA furniture is one of them.
Yeah. Now to think about it, I think I was probably fucking high out of my mind and just was paranoid. Because I was using like fucking Rust-Oleum paint, which is like fucking...
All right.
Jesus Christ.
I thought you meant you smoked a fat one before you put paint again.
No, I should have maybe. No, I was just huffing paint. I think when them boys get arrested with a fucking like, they've just sniffed whatever colour of paint. The whole guy's face is fucking like metallic. I could only get silver, lad. I'm sorry. I seen a video from like India or something, and these boys would get a plastic bag and tear a hole in it and just get their teeth out like that, and the other fella would just spray paint the teeth white. Fucking gooped his veneers.
That's hilarious.
Getting veneers for the boys, just spraying them on.
That's great. That's DIY veneer.
Oh, 10 out of 10 banter. I watching lots of Sopranos at the minute.
Mm-hmm. Brilliant.
And it's hard not to get sucked in. It's hard not to be like, you know, you want to shout at your wife to, you know, make the fucking get the spaghetti on or something. You know what I mean? You just want to fully turn yourself into an Italian.
Makes you want to sit around the house in a white tank top, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah.
It does.
Makes you want to do this a wee bit.
I don't get papers delivered, but it'd be nice to walk to the end of the driveway and get the paper.
Yeah.
Your cock out in the wind.
Oh, sir, so Colin wasn't at the house for like a week. He was away on holidays. And he came back. He knew what he was doing. Walked out in the house wearing a full kimono.
Yeah.
And it's something I've wanted for a while. But like, he's like a tanned fucking, Italian man. He looks well in it. I would look divorced if I had one of those on. I would look in a bad way.
The full kimono.
Cock in a robe, though, would be some way to go. Like, that's ultimate comfort. You know what's good too? And one of the reasons why I was like, I don't want housemates. I think it's a weird environment. I don't know if you've ever had this. You're living in a place, shared living, and you are just housemates. You know what I mean? You don't hang out outside the house. You just very much keep it in the house. That's it. Because my sister was telling me about that, and I was like, that sounds like fucking hell.
Yeah.
I walk around the house, just the boxers, sit on the sofa. I feel comfortable around these men.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I've assimilated.
But you're friendly enough. Like, you just go for a wee bit of lunch or something.
Oh, we're fucking great. That's what I mean. Like, I'm glad we have that relationship, because if you didn't, I couldn't walk around my boxers with people that I barely speak to. You know?
Oh, well, these are all, men of a similar age. Mm-hmm. How many of them are single?
Every one of them.
Well, there you go. It's all the same type of person. That's why you get on.
Young, wild, and free.
Young, wild, and free. All fellas. Fellas get on better. I was talking about that thing I seen earlier.
Yeah.
They asked this guy at like a party, and they're like, one of these girls will walk around the street and be like, do we need men in society? Like this here. And then all these other girls are like, no, not at all.
Yeah.
Until I need anything done. But they asked this guy, he's fucking double parked on the drinks, and he's just like, listen, you stick fucking 5 dudes in a room, they're from any background, any religion, any race, they gotta find a way to, bond over something. He's like, you put 5 women in a room, they're gonna pick the weakest, ugliest one and be like, what about Becky's fucking hair, stupid bitch? And they bully her out of the crowd. He's like, men are way better. And then he just fucking turns around back to the party.
It's true that even, like, when I was telling you, my history teacher in secondary school was saying, like, he sees the class go from first year to sixth upper, and he's like, the guys will kind of stick in the one group, or you'll see like the same male friends the whole way through secondary school. Fellas are very like that. They're just like, grab someone and be like, that's it, that's me, happy enough.
Me done.
And then girls will like pinball off the different cliques and the different groups and whatever, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just kind of the way it is.
Yeah. We're turning real Tate in this podcast, aren't we?
Oh yeah. It's about time.
It's about time.
It took 108 episodes.
Yeah. Dudes only. But yeah, Sopranos is slowly taking over my life now.
Get a white tank top.
I might. I'm bald, but I might grow my hair out, Tony Soprano style. I've always been looking at pinky rings thinking, could I pull that off?
Yeah.
And now I might have to.
I look at a pinky ring and I'm like, I could definitely pull that off. No. Once that's on my finger, I'm done with it.
I have to saw that off. And the fucking doctor has to cut that off with an angle grinder. There's a lot of kissing, the fucking dudes grabbing each other by the back of the head and see you fat bastard. There's a lot of that.
I kind of like that. I think it's good.
Hand to the back of the neck fat. Right? You want to fuck,
I was telling you about a friend of mine, Marito, and he's kind of like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, if I remember one time Bobby was saying to him, he was like, oh yeah, I got the meal for both of us, don't worry about it. And Marito just like grabbed the back of his neck and was like, just a wee pack. Yeah. It's nice.
It's a great time. And they like want to look good, Do you know they're out fucking whacking boys in the head, but he's silk shirt with the thing under it and the wee necklace and all like that, and the loafers. Like, imagine chasing a boy through a forest in loafers. Like, they're not like, they should be dressed like tactical and wearing boots. Might have to go and do a killing. These boys are slipping about.
See what I think about it.
Italian loafers.
My dad was kind of Soprano spec, wasn't he?
Yeah.
When you think about it, like.
But that's what I mean. That generation's gone. Look at state of me today. Fucking. You know what I mean? I've got a camel toe in these shorts here. These boys are fucking slacks and, chilling out.
Like, I might have to.
You want to be able to shoot a boy in the head and then just immediately turn around and get wired into the fucking. Whatever, rigatoni.
Yeah. I remember, like, after the Ulster All, it was the first time that my dad had met Dave Elliott. And, like, Dave says he went to shake his hand. My boy went like this here. And Dave was like, I thought he was like, like, kiss the ring or something.
Yeah. Was he wearing a ring?
Yeah.
Big ring? Nice.
Why did it red for your rings? Like fucking walking about like Jack Sparrow.
No, it's fucking yeah. It was a different time.
Yeah.
A cooler time, like.
Oh yeah, like I do kind of like even looked back at before like videos and stuff like that from that time, and you're like, there's just so many more characters. People were more innocent.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you know what I like? There was a bit. I'm not that far into it. Like I'm only like season 2, but the bit where they find out his cousin Jimmy was like wearing a wire.
Yeah.
So they take him to see like Russian prostitutes.
Yeah.
And he's an ugly, right? He's a fucking absolute Vietnamese potbelly pig man. But because they're fucking Italian, he's like, I got my nice fucking shirt on, and he goes, am I wearing enough cologne? Like that's his issue. Yeah. Like, do you think I'm wearing enough cologne? Like that's gonna sweat with a fucking Russian hooker.
Yeah.
You're a stinky man.
Yeah.
Not like you're a fat little dumpy man with face of pig. You know? He's worried if he smells good enough.
Don't you wish you could watch it again, like front to back?
Oh well. I
Fucking
definitely would.
unbelievable.
It's just so, it's like real drama, you know?
Yeah.
And it gets better.
Do you know,
and better.
you know when you don't need like mad editing and mad flashy
know,
shit? It's just like fucking point the camera at the good actors with the, you know, the good characters written into it.
Just let him cook.
Let him cook, man. And you know, like even James Gandolfini, like you usually have to like, you don't get a lot of fucking actors like that anymore. The guy is a big ogre.
Yeah.
And he plays that perfectly.
Yeah.
Now they'd have to take like, you know, fucking Christian Bale and have him put on 40 stone and make himself look like shit.
Yeah.
Tony just comes in, look like shit.
It's the same with rom-com characters, you know? You used to have, what do you call your man in When Harry Met Sally? What do you call the actor in it again?
Is that
Billy Crystal?
Yeah. Like a lump of shit, you know, in a rom-com. And you don't get that anymore. Every rom-com now, the guy's like completely yoked, sex pack, looks great. Billy Crystal was just like a regular dude.
Dirty, ugly bastard. Yeah. Rat. You know what I mean?
That's what you need, like.
Skip rat.
100%.
But there used to be, yeah, you get the fucking, the John Candys and the
Yeah.
ones like that. You're just like, just purely talent based.
Yeah, let the stinkers thrive.
Phil Collins. Not a million years
Yeah.
would he have a career now.
Yeah.
People just look at him and be like, you're going to have to fucking go trans or something.
Yeah.
You're going to have to, like, you know.
He looked mad back in the day? He looked like such a hipster.
Phil Collins?
Yeah, like hilarious.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 2 flat whites, bro. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, he like,
Bad day to be a flat white.
bad day to be a licorice rolling. But there'll be a fucking guy on the internet now being like, you know, get ready with me. And then he dresses like Phil Collins in the fucking 70s.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, it's not, you know, as far as fits go, like, it's all about the character wearing it. Like, he definitely pulls that off, like.
Of course you don't. You wear the outfit, man. Don't let the outfit wear you.
That's true.
Yeah.
But then some of them pictures, he's like, you know, that one looks like a school photo. The fuck's that? The black parade?
Yeah, those sideburns. That sideburn was a strong look back in the day.
Has anyone ever successfully pulled off the burns?
I forgot to tell you about this clip I saw. It was... Shall I find it?
Yeah.
I'll find the clip. Give me a second, right? So this is Callum Best talking about going for a drink with George Best, right?
Uh-huh.
And I want to show you it, and then I want to give you my theory after.
I was smoking at this bar with my dad and Henry J. Beans on the Kings Road, it was called. And I go, Dad, I'm going to go to the bar and get a drink. It was the first time I'd ever drank in front of him. I was so excited, right? Like he was sitting there with his dry white wine with ice in it. Most random drink he used to drink, but he loved it, dry white wine. And I go, I'm going to go to the bar and get a drink. So I go over to the bar, I order my drink, and I come back and I sit down with this fucking pina colada. Yeah. Yeah. Bro, pina colada. It's got a big old pineapple. It's got a straw. It's got the little banana leaf sticking out the top.
Like a
And he goes-
rainforest.
And he goes, son, you're not sitting with me with that drink. And I went, oh, I fucked it here. That one opportunity. He goes, don't bring me that flash drink in front of you. Go get yourself a whiskey or something like that. And I just remember going, you're so old school in your mentality, you know? Don't you dare embarrass me by drinking that flamboyant drink. Fair play in many ways, you know?
And I'll tell you what that is. Mm-hmm. That's because your dad's from Belfast.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
You know, don't bring that what's that there? Fucking vase over the table full of milk. What are you doing?
Yeah.
That's exactly what that is.
Yeah.
He's trying to be all... Meanwhile, George drinking a fucking, divorced auntie's drink. Dry white wine.
Wine's great.
Alky, when you've got a real drinking problem, people get really specific with their drinks. They're like, I only have vodka and pomegranate juice or something. They've whittled it right down to what they can drink the most of.
Yeah.
But I love that. He's like,
That's great.
Nothing to do with like trying to act hard or anything. It's probably just the old Belfast.
But if you're also going in with the mindset of trying to impress your dad with like your first drink, pina colada's a rogue choice.
Yeah, in a bar called Henry Beans.
Yeah.
Is Henry Beans there for a
I'd
fucking
say it was
pina
some
colada?
slap of shit too.
I'll give you something like a fucking
A yogurt.
yogurt with vodka in it. No?
Patty Fluna vodka.
I love that though. I love that.
That's great.
Just been around the world, drank with everybody, drank everything. And he's like, don't fucking bring that over here. Disgrace my family.
Yeah. I'll take that
I'm getting arrested in 2 hours, but here.
Yeah.
Don't be at that. Not fucking squandered. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, like, we'll have to work my way up, you know what I mean? You can't just start fucking in the dojo,
What, with the whiskies and whatnot?
Yeah, you gotta fucking work your way into it. Sure, everyone, whenever they start drinking, you drink like a WKD or you drink whatever, I think that like tastes as far away from alcohol as possible.
Yeah, not me. No, we were on the beers early.
No, we were pretending to like beer early. And then it was mainly like WKD, Fat Frogs, Smirnoff Ice, all the house party classics.
We orange WKD, we arm brew.
Hard a bit. Teeth like butter.
Teeth like butter. And they've brought out, was that a fucking April Fool's, the WKD zeros?
What?
Juice? Nightmare.
Seen that?
What's the fucking point, like?
Went to Nando's yesterday. Right? You know what they're...
Oh, by the way, cheers for the invite.
To what?
All you McCartney's wee dates all over the place.
I met up with him twice.
Twice? Twice?
Well, it was, to be fair, yesterday was
Ice cream as well? Having a wee fucking ice cream?
It was a thing where I was like, if I was to suggest this to Colin, he would probably be like, Aaron, I have a child. I'm not going to go to Nando's and then go to a gig in the nerve centre that I'm not on.
But it's nice to be asked.
Yes, I will ask you. Sorry. My bad.
No, am I joking? I thought I had COVID paying the fence.
Wings, done in Fanta. Nando's run out of ideas. And I always forget how I kind of...
Now, first of all, you got them?
No, I didn't get
All
them.
right.
No. I seen them as an offer on the thing.
Yeah.
You always forget how kind of just grand Nando's is. People fucking... I don't know how people love the thing so much.
Oh, yeah.
So expensive too.
It's so dear, and it's... I've always said this. If you handed it to me on a plane, I would go, fuck, this isn't bad.
Aye.
But to make the choice to go to it, when there's other options,
Yeah.
fuck that.
Yeah, it's God tier for the sky. Mid for land.
Oh, it's trash for lunch.
100%, yeah.
It's fucking... I could microwave you a better dinner at the house.
Yeah.
It's cack, like.
Yeah, it wasn't great. Fanta
Fanta wings, though.
wings, yeah.
What does that even mean?
I don't know, fuck. Like, can you taste that of it? Like, it just doesn't seem... It's a real stoner invention too,
I mean, like, if you're looking at it from the viewpoint of a professional chef like me, you can sort of like cook down anything sugary and put it over your chicken as a sort of marinade-y flavour type thing.
Yeah. But it's kind of like...
But it wouldn't be orange.
It sounds cool in like text. It's like, remember everyone had a hard on for a while for Jack Daniel's chicken?
Yeah.
What is the point?
Well, it might add a bit of something to the sauce.
It just tastes like barbecue sauce. There was a bit more tangy.
Is that a nickname for a girl with ginger pubes?
Jack Daniel's.
Fanta wings?
We did used to call gingers Fanta pubes.
Yeah.
Back in the day.
Fanta wings would be good. Girl with a big old angry ginger bush. That or the Dorito.
Angry is such a, bang on adjective for how ginger looks.
Yeah. It goes like redhead, angrily ginger, and then it's so ginger it looks sore.
Yeah. So ginger sore. I've seen a few of them boys like.
Painfully ginger.
Yeah. Chronic.
We drove past the Jeep today and it said gingers up the side.
Yeah.
I don't know what that meant.
Some sort of a gang.
But the Jeep also had a backpack on.
That's right.
The Jeep had a little back. It looked like a backpack on the back of it.
Yeah.
Unless they left it there by accident, but I don't think so.
It's hectic. I was watching the Grand National with the mother yesterday. It's so funny how adults get into the horse racing. Like my ma's so against gambling, like wouldn't, if she was in a casino, wouldn't put any bets on, whatever. Every year she gets on her glasses and pretends like she's the fucking gaffer.
Yeah,
you
she
know?
got the glasses with the fucking
Oh,
the ropes hanging off. With John McCurk or whatever his name is. That fucking pedo.
but her logic into what horse she backs is just complete. Obviously she doesn't even know what the odds mean. She's just backing it based on word association. You know?
What else have you to base it on
That's it.
when you're a casual?
Like she's like looking at all the names and all, and she just what was the one she even picked? I think it was like Broadway something, and she only picked it because she's like, that's one of the comedy clubs you did in New York, isn't it? And I was like, yeah, but they've blacklisted me since. She was like, I'll stick £3 in that. But it's so funny, you know, if it's like a name that she recognizes or something like that, she's like, that's the horse.
I mean, even worse than that is people just being like, oh, I like pink and blue.
Yeah.
I'll pick the name based on the little icon that they put beside it in the paper.
And some of the names are so hectic. You're like, it seems like they are catering to dolls who will throw a £1 on, you know, if they recognize the name or something, you know?
Yeah. But it's mad how your ma will jump into action, and then Maureen's ma as well. Not a gambler, obviously.
Yeah.
Every year that comes around, she's like, get your fivers in.
Is she the same? Like,
We're cleaning up this
word
year.
association?
Yeah, there's a bit of that.
Yeah.
There's a bit of that, and then just a bit of like, you know, I've bet on every horse.
Yeah.
So this is your one.
Yeah.
You know.
The names are so cooked too, like.
Do you want to run through the ones?
Yeah.
I know we're well over it probably, but
My mom just have like £3. Just be like, oh, stick that on Brady sleep paralysis.
that's where my money would be going. Also, I am Maximus Iroko Percival Legoli. What's that say? Stumptown.
That would have been the one I had done
Stump
because
con?
of, yeah.
Is that not coffee or something?
Yeah.
Is it? Jesus Christ, maybe they're getting into the horse game. Manila Cocooner sounds racist. Can Do Kid sounds racist also. I wonder where that comes from, just giving the horse the stupidest names.
Could we buy a horse?
No, not with that. Not with our money.
Luther? The Grand Luther? Luther's reign.
The Grand Luther is still in the stables eating. Amazing that Grand Luther can run with an erection. With the sheath clean out. Top 12 funniest horse names. 2 in the pink.
Classic.
Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, ti. Okay. May the horse be with you. Nice. Ha ha ha. Big tits.
Nice.
Hoof-hearted. Passing wind. Why kick a moo cow? Why kick a moo cow? What? G-spot.
Nice.
Wear the fox hat. Mary Hinge. Harry Minge. R.
That's great.
Yeah, you'd have to take the piss if you were naming it. Like,
They just, the names are so random that you can't even like place them at all. You know, like one with this year was just called Duffel Coat, which I'm shocked my ma didn't put tenner in that.
it's a bit like when people, you know, have to name like a production company.
Yeah.
Because they just go like, oh, you know, the money's going to go into an account that you use for your production.
Yeah.
And you go, I'll just make one up.
Yeah.
And then they end up with something daft.
Yeah.
You know? Is Joanne McNally's, they put out, you know, why did Joe.ie do that? Where they're just like, here's what all the famous people you know made this year.
I know, they must have been on fucking company's house or something.
I know, you're like, fuck off, you rat.
Engagement farming.
You fucking rat bastard.
Little bastards.
Why have you to fucking put all your information out there? That's gross.
Because they want the comment section to be like, you know, going mad over the head of it. Then they get more fucking ad clicks, whatever, all that shit.
This is a paid advertisement from our friends at BetterHelp.com. This week we're talking about stress. Stress is a thing that doesn't just show up in the mind. It can also show up physically throughout the body. Headaches, backaches, people grinding their teeth in their sleep, digestive issues. I've had it all, guys. 85% of BetterHelp therapists have a strong expertise in anxiety. And 69% of BetterHelp members report improved symptoms after just 6 weeks of therapy with BetterHelp. And as well as helping with anxiety, therapy is also great for learning positive coping skills, how to set boundaries. It empowers you to be the best version of yourself, and it isn't just for people who have suffered trauma. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals in a diverse variety of expertise, Get the tools to manage your anxiety with BetterHelp. Our listeners on the Bomb Squad get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/BSP. That's betterhelp.com/BSP, which of course stands for Bomb Squad Podcasts.
You see Bill Burr going off in that reporter?
Yeah, anyway, sorry, my point was her production company is called Prosecco Pig.
Yeah.
Unreal.
It's a good horse name too.
Prosecco Pig? Yeah, absolutely. Did I watch the... Yeah, do you want to watch it? The Bill Burr thing?
Great.
Okay, let's go.
Tell us about your reaction to Luigi Mangione. I was reading up, that perhaps you've been supportive of what he did. What is your take on that?
If you were reading up, I don't think you read up on it. Because I said what I felt about it, and I said what a lot of people said.
Some people took it that way. So could you clarify what you think?
No, I'm not going to just have some controversial moment so you can get clicks. I'm not doing that. I'm here for Conan. I'm not doing all of this. What are you going to bring up next? The Middle East? I went to summer school 3 out of 4 years in high school. I'm not qualified to talk about this.
I was just
What do you think about global warming?
You said about Elon that he was ruining Earth, I saw on The View. You're critical of him. What do you think of all the boycotts, like even the violence
I don't watch the news. I don't watch the news. I have no idea what's going on. I watch Instagram. I watch people wipe out on motorcycles. I watch lions and hyenas fight each other. This is the things that I do. And I don't think you should be asking a comedian. You're a journalist.
Comedians are on top of current events.
No. That's weak. That's you guys passing the buck. You guys need to have balls again, which you don't. You guys always goes, should we be thinking this? Duh. You guys present stuff like that. You guys used to have balls. You need to get your balls back. And it's not my job. I am a dancing clown.
You can take the boy out of Boston.
Yeah, unbelievable.
Unreal. Love to see it.
He's so right about the passing of the buck thing.
Yeah.
Because it's like, we're all too scared to lose our jobs. So we'll wait till you give your, usually from a smart comedian, quite measured opinion. Mm-hmm. Because that's what you do when you fucking write jokes.
Yeah.
You go like, oh, there's a topic. Let me fucking see it from all angles. And like the reason they put such like fucking weight on comedians' comments is because they've probably thought about it more.
Yeah.
Than fucking... I mean, what a fucking job. Like, just stand there and fucking...
What about Elon Musk?
What about Elon Musk? What the fuck's he? Was he not just going to watch a movie or something, the premiere?
He was going to Conan's, like, I don't know if it was Mark Twain Prize or something, but yeah, it was like an award show for Conan. He was just like, I'm here to support my friend.
Exactly. Why are you doing that to him on the carpet?
Because exactly what he said.
A guy has to get fucking, ready and get a suit on and be uncomfortable in a car and then, possibly... fucking have your career destroyed with questions on the way into some event.
But have you not experienced that on like a sort of, like have you ever done an interview for somewhere and they threw in a question that has absolutely nothing to do with what you're doing or there to promote?
No. Have you done one?
Yeah, I've had that before. Not to name the publication, but there was one time I was like promoting a tour show and they were like, it was after someone had got cancelled for something. Whatever, and they were just like, do you think that there should be no boundaries in comedy? Do you think you should be able to just kind of say whatever you like? Or
that's I mean, he's talking about low hanging fruit. That's the fucking...
Yeah, and I was just like, that's not going to do anything for what I'm here to promote,
Yeah,
there's no need for that.
I mean, I don't think you should be going out deliberately to like fucking really hurt and offend people. But you can, if you're good enough at comedy, you can talk about anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
He's a fucking journo.
You fucking toilet.
I always just think about Green Street when I hear that word. He's a fucking journo.
The closest I ever got that was coming out of Sainsbury's in Derry with 2 boxes of beer, and the guy asked me what I thought about bird flu. And I was like, bro, I've got about fucking 8 stone of beer, man, dude. Yeah. Can you walk and talk?
Also, what is there to think about it?
Yeah. As well. Keep walking.
Comedian Colin Geddis was voted in.
Shed day to be a chicken and just keep strolling on.
Hey, whenever it's raining, they say, oh, it's a good old day for the ducks.
Yeah.
The sun is terrible for the ducks because they get suicidal.
That's correct. We nearly seen pardon me, would I like to say it, but yeah, it was a near fucking disaster.
My heart was in my mouth.
Driving past that lock that's in Dungannon on the way back from the bus station.
Yeah.
And just there's a fucking queue of ducks walking across the road. And there was a car coming along. It was doing about 20 mile an hour, and he's like, "No!"
I just shite myself.
I was like, "We're not gonna hit them."
It was like a full gaggle of ducks, just like wandering down the road.
That might actually that's probably actually the correct word.
I think it's gaggle of geese.
It looked like a goose.
Could have been a goose.
It didn't look like it was a big old duck. It was a tall duck.
there's an unidentified duck, and there were the three of them, trio walking across the road, very cute. And I was just like, Jesus Christ, this boy might mow them down. Be a terrible way to start the Sunday.
Where were they going? Because it was just a hedge on the other side. Nowhere to go.
And then we were driving for another wee bit, and a duck tried to fly past the window.
It was a busy day for birds.
The ducks do get, when the sun comes out, like, just think about that. When you're outside enjoying a pint, the ducks are going fucking mad.
Well, I've chatted about it on this before. One of the sad side effects of the sun coming out is it reflects, the greenery in my garden off the garage window.
Yes.
And a lot of birds go head first into the window and die.
Yeah.
It's a bit of a problem.
We get a lot of that at the apartment in Queens. A lot of birds just going head first for that window.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, it scares me every single time.
Thunk.
Be sitting watching TV, hear that thunk, and be like, Jesus Christ.
Well, what's scarier is, I maybe been in the garage with headphones on or something, and I don't hear the thunk.
Aye.
And then I come out of the garage and I'm not looking down, and I nearly crunch it under my foot, which is I don't want to do.
Yeah, that's a con of the noise cancelling headphoons. Zero thunk.
No.
No thunk detection whatsoever.
Thunk proof. It's got the thunk excluder built in.
They don't know why they're a great invention, but they're kind of dangerous too, depending on the environment you're in. The noise cancelling headphones.
Oh, of course, but people are getting far too calm about walking around cities and all. They just plow across the road, and you're just you could, I've definitely, even Botanic's wild for it. I'll drive up there to go park, and I'll go to take a left, and someone just head down, noise cancelling headphones on, just walk. They don't even look I've stopped them from dying.
Yeah,
I've had to go go on ahead. I'll not kill you today.
Yeah, it's like the ducks.
It's the ducks. Human people are turned into ducks.
Yeah, noise cancelling headphones will turn you into a duck.
Yeah.
I love them, but yeah, I have to check myself before I rack myself the odd time just walking about the street, especially in New York. You have to look every time, even if you're at a crossing.
Yeah,
you got to check.
Well, when we go over, it's going to take me a second or two to acclimatize to the traffic being on the wrong side of the road or the right side. Maybe we're on the wrong side. But yeah, you gotta be like, no, I'll go.
Yeah,
I'll just trust my instincts.
I can't wait if you to come over.
It's gonna be exciting.
I'm gonna take you to one of the biggest listeners of this podcast, Rocco. Works in a bar called Whiskey Tavern, and I've never seen you do not get people like this at all. Where it's it's a very standard bar. Just his presence alone as a bartender turns it into an Ibiza nightclub. Yeah, it's unbelievable. It's literally just a standard bar, and he'll clock in. And I've been there nights he's not working, and it is not the same.
Yeah.
Rocco will clock in. He'll have a fucking bubble machine.
Okay.
He'll be flying that about. He'll get up on the table. He'll take his top off. He'll start clapping the Shania Twain. He'll kiss you in the cheek when you walk in. He'll pour you shots. Say nothing about it. He's full himself.
Yeah.
Every shift he's smashed.
Well, that's probably part of why he keeps coming back.
Yeah.
Week after week.
It's great, but there was one night, the first time, I think I told you this whenever it was one of the first times I went into the bar. Oh. Because it's Michael loves the bar too. So he took me into it one day.
Where's the bar?
It's in Chinatown. Fantastic establishment. But we walked in, and he's very eccentric and very loud.
Yeah.
And he sees me and he goes, "Man, you're fucking hilarious." And I was like, did I say something or what the fuck? And he goes, "Bomb squad." And I was like, what the fuck? So then I was chatting to whatever. He's like, we have to get a drink. And I'm like, yeah, sure. Pour me a shot, pretend to like it, put it down my hatch. And then, so every time now I come into this bar, he's just fucking all over it, straight to me, fucking pouring shot. I've never left the bar sober, essentially, because he will just get you absolutely tanked.
Nice.
Legend of a man. But one night I was in, and it was me and Dina came in, and we were sitting at the bar, and Rocco comes up to me, and he's like, "Hey, Aaron," he's like, "there's a couple Asian guys over there, and they ordered a round of Irish car bombs." And one of the guys goes, "Hey man, you can't say that. That's offensive. You can't say that." He's like, "I think you should go over there and fuck them." And I was kind of half count, so I was like, all right, I'll have a bit of a crack, whatever. So I walk,
fucking Chinese fucking car bomb you.
So I walk over to them, and there's a group of 5 or 6 of them, all very civil lads, all very sleekly dressed.
Oh, I bet.
And I walked over and I was like, "Hey boys," I was like, "did you order an Irish car bombs?" And then one of the fellas was like, yeah. I actually said, it's super offensive, you shouldn't say the term, whatever. And I was like, "No, I'm not offended. I'm only offended because you didn't ask me if I wanted one." Yeah. And And Rocco poured us all Irish car bombs. My first and last one. It is absolutely fucking stinking.
Yeah.
And
We still didn't clarify what's in it.
it's like Bailey's mixed into, I believe, whiskey. It is absolutely hoaching. It's so rotten. Like, there's something else in it too that makes it more drinkable. Guinness, maybe?
Aye. Is it a big old glass of shit?
Yeah. It's a wild concoction.
Guinness, Baileys, and Jameson.
It's crazy. So we order a round of that, right? Knock them down the hatch. And then me and Dina sort of befriend these lads. Lovely lads, you know? And they're like, oh, we're going to this Japanese like nightclub called Basement. You should join us there. And I turned to Dina. I was like, fuck, we have these boys with a crack. You know what I mean? Whole squad and I have a bit of crack. And we're walking to the bar. And one of the fellas there, he goes, hey man, I just want to say, you know, I know I've already said sorry, but like genuinely didn't mean anything by the Irish car bomb thing. Like, thanks for being so chill about it, whatever. And I, of course, at this point, I'm fully pissed because I've had one of these Irish car bombs. Rock has poured about 4 more shots before I left the bar. So I go, oh, jeez, let the worry about it. Just the next place, I'm going to order a fucking round of Pearl Harbors. And then he turned around and he goes, wrong Asian. And I went, nah, tomato.
You don't look a fucking saying to me anyway.
But I was saying to you, I was like, see racial banter like that? Great. It's so good. It's
great.
So good. Because they were having a good time, I was having a good time, and I was like, it's a good vetting process for if someone is just good crack.
Yeah, of course.
When you can say stuff like that.
What were they?
Korean. Yeah, that's exactly it.
We need to go to a Soju bar.
Oh, absolute. I have the place for you. Where that 70-year-old man was doing System of a Down. That's an experience. Shout out to Rice K. Shout out to Rice K. Great Soju bar. The apple one tastes like you're drinking fruit, and then next thing you know, you wake up on the toilet. It's amazing. It's so good.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my brain is on fire trying to think of Korean fucking drinks. But the only thing offensive about that is it's like not an Irish drink.
No.
It's created by someone else.
Well, yeah, because it is like if an American person was like,
It's
right,
like if you just put fucking Jack Daniels in the Mountain Dew and called it the school shooter.
yeah,
They'd be like, bro. You know, it doesn't mean you're just gonna shoot up a school. You're like, nah, it's just good crack. Bro.
Yeah.
It's one of the standout things about you guys.
yeah,
The
100%.
skill shooter. I just made up a drink. Get that on fucking Dragon's Den.
It wouldn't be bad. Mountain Dew and Jack.
It's probably lovely. Get your real fucking Jack.
Mountain Jack.
Mountain Jack.
We should try that whenever he's over.
Yeah. And just try and sell it to whoever's around me in the bar. School shooter. Right, school shooters.
There is something.
The active shooter.
There's something wild. I don't know if I'm talking out of turn here, but see when you see a guy with a bottle of Dew, you're like, man, sort your life. Yeah. There's no other drink that I feel that for.
Yeah.
And I love a Baja Blast.
Yeah.
You know, but there's something about just the original Dew where you're like, Jesus Christ.
Like all the most soft drinks are just like, you know, I've just got a wee soft drink.
Yeah.
But that one, you know, White Monster's getting a bit like that, where it's like, I can't go a day without this shit.
Yeah.
You know, I'm addicted to this
It's
shit.
getting there too. Yeah, when I see a Dew, I'm like, you will push on that later.
Yeah.
You know?
And do you know what's a step too far for me? And I used to see a lot of these boys because at uni there was a load of game designer guys, right? Fucking nerd. They'd have the backpack with the compartment for the juice.
Oh,
You know, which you're supposed to use when you're like hiking and you put the tin water bottle in it.
Yeah.
You know, these boys are like Pepsi Max stuff, you know, do.
BPM for double science.
BPM, yeah. Boys just fucking pale as fuck. Haven't seen daylight ever. Says me, like. But yeah, when you're keeping that thing on you,
Yeah.
I like to neck my drinks, walk to the next venue.
Yeah, I'm the same.
These boys are like, gotta keep it in there, gotta keep it lukewarm for the bus. You know what I mean?
Oh, there's nothing worse than a lukewarm bull, hey?
These black teeth are gonna feed themselves.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh, speaking of boke, we see this. You'll love this. Watch this fella just neck eggs.
1, 2, 3, go.
Bruh, why is the room so quiet? Why is the room so... It's deadly silent, isn't there? Oh, he did a bit of a fucking bullet. You should get that haircut.
That's about £50 worth in today's age.
Oh, aye.
20 seconds gone.
He must be done. Oh, big deep breath. Man, does that make you want to bug just watching?
4 pints of eggs?
Not enough.
Seconds gone.
That's another one. That's his 5th pint of egg yolks.
Struggling. On ahead, boy. Every good racehorse stumbles.
Talk about a dodgy burp when you're Don't do another one.
Just repeating on him.
I want to see them come up. I want to see that omelette hit the wall.
Coming up. Coming up.
Go on, you fucking header.
Tell me, how on earth did you start this extraordinary business of eating so many raw eggs?
Well, it all started from this old chap I used to know, and he used to get them straight from the hen when they were warm and crack them onto a sauce and a little bit of salt and vinegar and drink them out with, And this chap was about 84 then, so it just started from there,
And he got you onto eating, what, a couple a day?
Yeah, more or less, and then I started sneaking in them in the big stuff.
working up to 48 or 50?
Yeah. I only do it for the yolk and all,
I'm glad you said that, not me. Despite 50 raw eggs in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pint glasses, you've got a pint there that somebody's put in front of you. You going to get that down?
Oh, definitely a few more and all.
Okay. Let's see the first one straight down the hatch.
Oh my God, bro, get us Jesus Christ.
Very good. I think he deserved it.
Bro, the shits.
Sometimes you just need 50 eggs and a pint of cream. You know what I mean? To keep you ticking.
That guy better be 7'2". That's the only way I could think that could be done.
You know what I love too?
Oh.
Men will celebrate anything.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Oh, you fucking idiot! Like 5th pint of eggs. Oh, boy! Do you know what I mean? If your fucking mate can stretch his foreskin out enough to put the sky remote in it, you're like, oh, I had that! You know what I mean? Like it's...
Yeah, your mate. What, did you just crack on, pardon the pun, did you just crack on with the day?
I thought I was going to get to see a, fucking boke in black and white there. I'm surprised he kept it down. I thought the pint of Guinness was going to get him.
It would just be like, thunk, 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 like all them yolks coming back out. Like, it's about to wreak havoc with a shitter too.
Oh, yeah.
Just absolute frog spawn out the ass the next day.
But you know what's funny in videos like that is what I enjoy the most when you get down to the real technicality of it is the in between pints of eggs breathing. He's a full pint down, 6 yolks down, he just like...
Especially, apologies for that, especially when the room is like so silent.
Yeah.
Oh,
they're watching a master at work. You know what I mean?
It's got like snooker vibes. It's like so quiet, and it was just dunk, dunk, dunk. Let me see. Egg, drinking, vomit. I just want to see what it might look like if someone were to spew up 50 eggs, possibly. This is what I would be reacting like.
I don't know why, but that did make me feel a wee bit uneasy there.
Fucking 50 eggs. No bother to me. Gulp, gulp, gulp.
It's the burns too, like the
sideburns?
The sideburns whilst doing that. Beanbag out, heavy breathing and panting. Bar going nuts.
It's a look you should maybe try it.
The burns?
The handlebar moustache and the mullet.
A child moustache, I look like a pedo.
But can you not keep the full thing? The handlebar?
I need to lose a bit more weight off the face.
Is the goatee hiding it now?
Oh yeah. That's all this is for. And I'd love to be clean shaven.
Yeah.
But I look like a fucking gargoyle. You know what I mean? It is. People say it's the makeup for men. It absolutely is. Like
getting the old getting the beard on.
Oh, if you go clean shaven, that'll expose who you really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did it once over the pandemic, just because I was like, right, if we're gonna take any risky choices here with regards to how we look, this is the time.
Yeah.
Because if you fuck it up, well, you can spend all the time in isolation. But I tried it and then I just kept the mustache, and I'm not even joking. My own mother's words said I looked like a fat pedophile.
Your mother said
my own mother.
You look like a fat pedophile.
Yeah. And everyone thinks she's assaulted the earth.
Man, that's cold.
Yeah.
It's cold for the mother.
Well, she still doesn't appreciate the mullet, but she's gotten used to it. She accepts it. You know what I mean?
I like that paedophile wasn't enough.
Yeah. Fat. Oh,
You fat-
she'll get that in there any way she can.
You fat paedophile. The worst kind. That's my holiday ruin.
But she goes to me, dude. She's like, even when I came home this time, she's like, how many times you going to Eric for boxing? And I was like, 4 times a week. Right?
Right?
And I was like, right what? And she goes, no, it's just, you just wouldn't like think it.
You go, listen, Rebecca, abs are made in the kitchen.
Yeah. And I had to make like a fish. So what do you expect?
Straight out, Eric. Straight into the bar where I'm a goddamn celebrity. Okay? Drink like a celebrity. I'm basically Bert Kreischer in this fucking bar. You said your man would shout if the 2 of us walked in.
Oh, yeah.
That's where the boys go if they're looking to keep the wallet in the pocket.
Yeah. Like Rocco Swartjet.
We're here.
But you know what it is? I'm like, it looks so fun, but you're like, how quickly would that get old?
Getting wrecked every night.
Oh my God, because he's like up in the bar singing, dancing. Like he's like the happiest guy in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm like, fuck me, I could do like about 2 weeks set.
Some people are just cut out for it.
Yeah.
It's a lost art, like a real good barman.
The character bartender is a dying art form.
It is. you need to be a real lifer.
You got to be able to cater to all crowds too. You know what I mean? There's no point being able to just hang with people your age. You have to be able to chop it up with the old boys. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
And the Koreans and whoever else.
You got to be able to speak old boy.
Yeah. Koreans big drinkers.
Massive.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
But like
all the salary men.
Oh yeah. Soju, that's literally all they drink.
It's the highest selling alcohol in the world.
Soju?
Yeah.
It's tasty. It's a creeper though. Because it's like you get a bottle of it. If it's unflavoured, you taste the booze off it.
What is it?
It's like rice. Vodka.
Okay. Is it like 40%? Is it like strong?
it's like
No.
12 or
Yeah.
something.
Because you'd think it would be. Because of how a bottle of it would leave you.
Yeah.
You know, you'd be like, rightly on after a
A
fucking
bottle of it, like
a bottle of the Jew.
you think it's strong, because you drink the whole bottle and you're shit faced.
But like they serve it to you, it is a fun way to get drunk.
Yeah.
Because in Rice Cay, you'll walk in and it is just a soju bar. They don't really sell anything else. Mm-hmm. So you walk in and they give you a soju menu and it's all either unflavoured or flavoured. And the unflavoured's a wee bit stronger, but it's not worth talking about. So you get a flavoured one. Say you go for apple, very tasty. And they'll just give you a full bottle with 1 shot glass. And you just pour yourself shots, but it doesn't taste like a shot at all.
Okay.
It is like taking fruits. And then you're fucking happy as Larry. You're like, oh, there's some crack in it. And then the bottle's done. You're like, Jesus, I'm rightly on here.
Yeah.
And then, you'll have a woman behind the bar being like, another bottle? And you're like, yeah, fucking why not? Sure, we're right. Like,
I'll die.
and then 2 more bottles. You're like, right, genuinely, I can't see.
3 bottles of soju.
I think it's 3 bottles of soju.
Jesus Christ. I wonder what it's like, if you drank too much and you tried to bar from one of them, like Asian toilets.
Yeah. Full rice pudding comes out.
Full rice pudding, and then it washes your face. Heated seat for you to put your hands on.
We have that in our apartment. I've never used it.
But that's fellas living in an apartment. Like
I've never
there's
used
probably
it.
some sort of maintenance needed for it.
Yeah.
Does it work? Like, does water come out of it?
yeah.
If you try, yeah.
Fucking Aiden. It's not his toilet. He'll go in there and use it just to get the water up his hole.
God, yeah, mad.
He loves it. I've never used it.
I mean, like, there was a bidet in our hotel room in Spain.
That's what it is, yeah.
A bidet, and it was just a small toilet with a tap on it, and I was like, is there still a lot of hand gestures to be done here?
Yeah.
I'm expecting just the wee thing to come out under my anus and go, this is just a tap, and I'm like, what if I had to fucking lap it into my asshole?
Yeah, it's too much.
And I have to fucking burn my hands.
It's too much.
Fuck that.
Is the idea of it that you don't have to use bog roll after because you've washed your hole? Like, does that sufficiently clean your dot?
Well, listen, if you're getting into the technicalities of it, if you've done a real Nutella job, I would suspect you need a couple of courtesy wipes.
I had a real game show shite last night.
What does that mean?
In the nerve centre, where it was like, I knew the kind of shite I was about to take.
Yeah.
And then I seen the amount of bog roll they had.
You came?
So
what the fuck is going on?
It was like, they didn't have a holder or anything for it, so it was just like stray bog roll laying on the floor. And when you can judge a bog roll by like roughly how many rotations would be in her.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, there's probably about 5 in that. Like
Yeah.
it was down to the fucking, down to the pipe. And I was like, probably about enough. And it was just about enough. I was shitting myself.
Down
Just
to the pipe.
perfect amount of wipes.
Yeah.
Yeah, down to that old big brown pipe. the old brown cylinder of doom.
Yeah, I don't know. Roulette shite.
Yeah, pretty much.
How many spins have I got in this bad boy?
I'd say it's about 6 spins worth of bog
Oh,
of shit tickets, and then I just used it, but it was down to the wire. Because I had one last, I was using 2
the last
squares.
sheet you're basically doing this.
Yeah.
So,
Very lucky, very fortunate.
do you know what might be worse than running out of toilet roll? I got a bath the other day, right? Because Maureen was like, I left that water heater on for 24 hours. She was like, if you want to,
You might as well have a
if you
bath.
want to fucking strip the colour out of any shoes, right? Like the water is fucking piping.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'll get a bath, and got a bath, and there's no towel. That may be worse than running out of fucking.
What did you do?
I just had to plod down the hallway with my cock out. Sloshing water all over the fucking.
Just dripping on the carpet?
On the tiles, which was slippy too, so, you know, hazard. I'm just like a fucking bog monster. Cold when you walk out into the hallway.
Well, sometimes when I can't be fucked drying my back,
Yeah.
the worst part of the body is the dry, by the way.
Yeah.
You know, because you get a good run on everything else.
Yeah.
But the back, you have to do the kind of
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So the odd time I would, you know, because it's like, I would go head first, because I'd go like, right, I want to get my hair not fucking soaking, hate that feeling, then go for the torso,
Yeah.
wipe the arse,
Yeah.
bag,
Yeah.
legs, put one up, fucking just rake it down, you know?
Yeah.
And then the back, sometimes you're like, I can't really be fuck with this day. It's not a back day. So sometimes I will just put my back, I lie in the bed for a second on top of the duvet and just let it seep.
Yeah.
And it's never like, you know, it's never soaking.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Bit damp.
But damp.
But you just crocodile.
But like, I
roll.
sure don't have to worry about that till 10 o'clock tonight. It'll be dried in by then, you know?
You just do a couple of death rolls on the bed.
I just like, you know, I'll lie down and then I'll get up and be like, is that dry enough yet? And then if it's not, I'll go back down for another round.
Fucking That's like a Bert Kreischer bit where he's like, you know, secret time, sometimes I dry my asshole on the bed. Like he just goes in.
Now, that's too much.
Put the socks on, he just spreads his cheeks.
That's too
dumps
much.
down in the bed.
That's too much.
Nah, that's right.
The back's grand, you know?
I just do what I normally do, which is put my clothes on when I'm mainly still soaking.
I hate that.
I'll just be like, fuck it.
I hate that sensation.
I'll be sweating in 2 minutes anyway.
Do you ever not dry yourself properly then put on a long sleeve?
You have to fight your way in.
Oh God, nightmare. You do, you have to claw your way into it. No worse than being a grown-ass man. Still haven't put your boxers on yet.
Yeah.
Put the long sleeve on, dick still out, and you're just fucking knuckling through it. I hate that. It's like getting the cardboard. I don't like that one, but... Russian bathhouse? You should see some of the strategies that them boys are using in there to dry themselves. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. I saw a guy... There's a guy... You know whenever you're in a changing room and you're just like... You know, you're not actively looking at the dicks, but you will turn around and there'll just be a dick in your line of vision.
Yeah.
Some boy was drying his paste, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the technique he used, I was like, it did stop me in my tracks. It was like when you scroll Instagram and you're going through the reels and you're like, shit. Oh, what's that? This stopped me for a second.
Yeah.
Because he had the towel wrapped around the piece. And I was like, what is that? And then I was like, I've been looking at his cock for too long. But he just had the towel like wrapped around it.
Yeah.
And it was like, I guess drying it side to side.
It's like a bowling ball. Did he just have it like up under the bollocks and everything, or just the cock?
Yes, like literally, it was like the towel. It was like you know whenever you put. It's like he was putting like a bow on a present.
Yeah.
You know,
Like
He
up
just-
under it and over the top. And
Like so, it went like towel under the bag, and then like round like this, and then he was just kind of giving it a wee shimmy.
okay.
And I was like, sir, you do not need to do that.
No, you don't need to do
It's
that.
way
at all.
too much admin for the bag.
I mean, I used to do a bit of stand up about seeing an old boy drying his balls, leg up on the sling, hair drying his balls, and it was true. Like I actually seen it, but the guy was just like, and the grey pubes in the wind, like imagine the
This
fuck,
guy had a grace.
and big old gangly looter for an owl, but you know, you hit a certain age, you just have a swingy long dick,
Yeah.
because it's just a lifetime of sag. And the guy was trying his leg up, trying his ball, and you know, at a point you're like, I've got fully dressed now, and you're still at it. You want to just be like, hey, it's dry. The cock and balls are dry, bro. There's no way you're doing this because you think it's still moist.
Yeah.
You fucking idiot. I'd take Eddie swimming, and so the swimming lessons are. So there'd be like me with Eddie. There'd be like fucking, and it's a stressful scenario because you're dressed. I didn't go in swimming. I'm clothed.
Yeah.
So he comes out fucking shivering as usual. There's another dad has 2 wee girls with him. One of the wee girls was swimming, one wasn't. So the other wee girl's just like staring at Eddie. So I'm like, get your fucking eyes away from this here. Sweet bit of eye candy here. And I'm trying to shuffle him into the shower because he stinks of fucking pool water. I'm trying to get the shower on, soap him up a wee bit without me getting. I should have just wore fucking slides or something.
Yeah.
I'm fucking, trousers and trainers and everything.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to do this. This wee girl standing there, what the fuck are you doing? And then just some fella, he probably just was going to the gym, didn't even know there was stuff on, just walks out, cock out and all. And I'm like, hey, what the fuck is going on here? Because I want to tell the wee girl to fucking go away, and then I don't want to turn around and see fucking spare dong right in her face.
Yeah.
I'm like, geez, what is going on here? Like, what is going on?
Oh, it's the Wild West. The
Major, just stress city. Like,
Yeah.
And then I didn't realize that was a factor as well, that the child is getting fucking hypothermia by the second.
Yeah.
He's standing there going, I love swimming in the wee Spider-Man trunks and all.
Yeah.
Disaster. Absolute disaster.
Make sure you bring your trunks to New York
What are we doing?
for the bathhouse.
All right. What about the boxing gear?
Just bring regular workout gear.
Regular workout gear.
And if you have hand wraps, bring them with you.
Do they have to be proper wraps, or can they be those like pre-made ones you just slip your hand in?
They'd probably be grand.
They'd probably be good.
He'll have gloves.
Nice. Well,
Remember I told you I thought I was gonna impress him, because I had the Muay Thai gloves
Yeah.
from that 2 week stint, and I brought them, thinking, no, he'll respect this. I brought my own gloves and all. I'm serious about this. Relentlessly roasted,
Really?
and then he like walked around he like took them and he was like, man, you really thought you did something here. And he took the gloves and he goes, shouts over at one of the guys, and he goes, you want a pair of these? And he give them to the guy, and the guy goes, nah, I'm good. And he goes, yeah, you can't give these shits away. So embarrassing.
Well, he's full of shit because like I have like Venom gloves, which are like Muay Thai ones.
These aren't quite Venom.
And they're fucking rock hard. They're actually way hard. Same weight as like the other ones, like a 16 ounce or whatever, but they're fucking rock hard.
I'll show you these ones. They're like Playmobil, my first combat sport.
Oh, you got the ALGOS job,
Yeah.
did you?
100%.
Rock'em Sock'em ALGOS spec.
Rocket sock.
Rock'em Sock'em.
Yeah, it was pretty embarrassing, but yeah, he'll have gloves there and all. I'm looking forward to it. I think it'll be great.
You jumping in now?
Bit of training.
You jump in.
Get in for locker
You
rounds.
jump in.
Why not?
Do we do boxing followed immediately by Russian bathhouse, followed by Cold Stein? That's a good day,
Listen, I'm not gonna say no, then I
What more do you want?
might have to wax my back at this rate.
Go to Rocco, get
to-
pished,
get
bit of soju,
Get pitched,
karaoke.
bit of Jamaican. You're either gonna just die of kidney failure or booze.
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, big stuff.
it's too much.
Get the GoPro in the Russian bathhouse.
Too much choice. Yeah, get the GoPro out.
Yeah. Just going nuts in there. Can you bring the booze into the?
No.
Or is that oh, okay.
No.
What can you bring in?
There's regulations.
Bottle of water.
You can bring in a bottle of water, no bar.
Nice. I'm gonna ask them if they do the twigs to the back. I think I'd like that.
But that stain, that frosted stain, right after the ice plunge, unbelievable. Your dick's never been smaller. Just sitting there having a nail paint.
Nice.
It's lovely.
Can't wait.
It's lovely. And you talk about mechanical? In and out. Get in the fuck. Give me my $60. Put your robe on if you want. Get in there.
Can't wait.
Saute in that red room.
I'm excited. Let's go to a Patreon.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Guys, thanks a million.
I need to blow about a pint and a half of snot out my nose.
Yeah.
Because I'm 38 and I think I have hay fever. Eyes were stinging yesterday. Looked like I smoked it might have just been chemical sniffage.
From what?
The paint.
Oh, yeah, it probably was.
Huffed out of it.
Probably was. I found out I'm allergic to cats. So there you go.
You find that out.
Mm-hmm.
What were you doing?
I had a friend's apartment that had a cat.
And what'd you do?
Petted the cat.
And then?
Got in it, like, went to itch my eye. Immediately went pure red.
Oh my God.
Not like, you know, it's not like deathly, but it's not good, like.
Of course. What a sad life you live, man.
I know.
You can't touch cats or Nutella.
No. What's the point?
I know, what's the point in carrying on? If you can't put Nutella on a cat.
I did, though, Dana bought these, like, wafers that are, like, big in Albania.
Okay.
Accidental Bronson. And they had traces of nut, you know? So it wasn't, like, pure nut, but it was enough to get a nice reaction out of me. I scoffed out another two before it kicked in. They were so tasty.
You're just like, fuck it.
Yeah.
Push them on.
Well, I was like, I'm going to get the reaction. I mean, I might as well fucking make the most of this.
That's what it's like being married. Traces of nut.
Yeah.
Let's get out of here and do a Patreon. I pull this moose knuckle out of my ass.
Good luck, folks.
Good luck, folks. Cheers
Thanks
for
a million.
joining us. If you want to hear what we're going to chat about on the Patreon, Jesus Christ, patreon.com/the Bomb Squad Pod, and you'll fucking find out all about it.
It's a great time over there. We really have built up a great community over there.
It's great. The people making up the names for us and stuff.
Right,
it's just 10 out of 10 banter. You couldn't write it. They do write it, but yeah, it's fucking class, man. Thank you. Godspeed.
God bless.
Good luck and fuck you.
Look after yourselves.
Random button. Jeffrey! Okay.